Hey, I'm Melissa Ramos, nutritionist with a background in Chinese medicine. I'm also the boss babe of Sexy Food Therapy, helping people feel sexy from the inside out by balancing their hormones and their digestion. Now, before we begin, I'd like to give some love to my sponsors, Natron, the probiotic specialist since 1982, and St. Francis Herb Farm, who are, in my opinion, the leaders in herbal wisdom. Okay, so let's get started. Fibroids are also known as myomas and will affect roughly 70% of women by the time that they've reached the age of 50. Now, before you go Googling stop, because you know Google will always tell you you've got cancer. It is not a tumor. Actually, it is a tumor, but a non-cancerous one. So, breathe in strength and allow the horse of Google just fade away. Better. Okay, so let me break down the different types of fibroids. There are intramural fibroids, which are the most common and grow in the wall of the uterus. There are subserosal fibroids, which can grow outside the uterus. They can increase in size and cause pressure on other organs and even block the fallopian tubes. And when the subserosal fibroids develops a stem, it becomes what's called a pedunculated fibroid. There's a submucosal fibroid that grows underneath the uterus lining and can crowd the cavity and lead to heavy bleeding and serious complications. And one of the ways that they'll test for them is a transvaginal ultrasound. Can you at least buy me a drink first? Otherwise, you can request to get an MRI if the ultrasound results aren't clear. And some women never feel them, while others feel pressure resulting in constipation or frequent urination. Other women experience heavy or prolonged period, or notice changes in their cycle like severe cramping or spotting in between their periods. As we approach our mid to late 30s, our progesterone levels really start to decline, and subsequently our bad estrogens can become elevated. The two really do play a balancing act together. And even after a hysterectomy, fibroids can actually grow back if hormonal changes aren't made. So what can be done? First area that everyone neglects when it comes to balancing their hormones: lifestyle factors. I mean, I'm all for feminist. I am one too. But it's created a culture of women who are neglecting their powers of softness and self-nurture and instead hustling harder and working harder to prove their equality, and as a result, burning out their adrenals. You know, if I want something done right, I just gotta do it myself. I'm so burnt out, I can't do it anymore. Yes, you can. Learn how to say no, create boundaries which create space, and also practice asking for help. I mean, serious ladies, you can't have the on without the off. So schedule in your own self-care time. And for the love of sweet baby Jeebus on a cracker, sleep. What do you think is going to happen when you're functioning at a high level of stress all the time? You eat. Speaking of which, remove the junk. Yup, I'm talking about gluten, dairy, and sugar, which pack on the pounds. Reduce the amount of grains that you're consuming, which can raise insulin levels, our fat storage hormone. Instead, fiber-rich vegetables should really take up the majority of your plate, especially greens, which are detoxifying for the liver. And then think of meat as a condiment. And then all you have to do is add in healthy fats like organic butter, olive, avocado, hemp, or even organic coconut oil. Speaking of food, I want you to have your veggies for dessert. You're going to begin by adding in 1 cup of riced cauliflower into a pot on medium heat with half a cup of unsweetened dairy-free milk of your choice. Here I'm using almond milk. Cauliflower improves digestion and detoxification. It also helps to remove excess estrogens from the body. And did you know that just 1 cup of this stuff contains 73% or more of your daily recommended value of vitamin C? Fibroids are a form of inflammation, so eat up that cauliflower because it contains that powerful anti-inflammatory vitamin C punch. Next, add in 2 organic egg whites, a 1/4 cup of shredded unsweetened coconut, 1 teaspoon of turmeric, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of cardamom, and a 1/4 teaspoon of dry ginger. These spices are packed with liver detoxifying love. Just don't forget to add in some cracked pepper into this mixture to increase the bioavailability of curcumin, which is turmeric's anti-inflammatory mojo. Add in a pinch of sea salt and raw honey or stevia to sweeten. Turn heat to low and stir constantly for 5 minutes until mixture has thickened. Then pour into a bowl, spoon, and enjoy.